Hello fellow journey runners. In this video we're going to be focusing on proper running form and specifically two aspects of it, foot landing and how we hold our hands. I'll be putting out future videos on other aspects of proper running form. If you want to jump forward to the topics, you can go ahead and fast forward to this time, or you can use the chapters below to skip to the sections that interest you the most. If you are in the super easy beginners running program, then this is a big week for us. We are on week 4, day 1, which means, guess what? We are running this week for the very first time. So I hope you're as excited as I am about this. I want to point out that in the description, you'll see updates as we go along to help you maneuver around the program in case you wanted to go back and review some things. Also in the description are links to some products that I think will help you, like for instance foam rolling. You can see the ones that I use right in the description below. As we move through this program, I keep building upon your knowledge about running and building upon our fundamentals. And as we get into our actual running, one of the fundamentals we need to focus on is our running form. It's good to work on these now as we get started in running, rather than waiting till the end of the program to find out that there's better ways of running. Why is it so important to have proper running form? We'll be able to run more efficiently, we'll have more energy, we'll prevent injuries, and we'll prolong the life of our shoes, which can get expensive if we're wearing through them pretty quickly because our form's not the way it should be. When we talk about proper form, one of the things we talk about is the way our foot plants into the ground. If we take this as the ground that we're running on, and this is someone's foot, there are 3 aspects that usually occur when somebody runs. They'll either land on their heel and come down. Some land on the middle of their foot. The elite athletes will kind of land almost on their forefoot, or the balls of their feet, lifting their heels just slightly, but it almost looks like they are running on the middle of their foot, but it's just raised slightly so that they're dragging and pushing off the ground. The ones we want to focus on actually depends on where you are. If you end up running striking on your heel, then we want to move you to a midfoot. If you're striking midfoot, then we want to get you to a point where you're running with your balls of your feet more and with your heels slightly raised. How do you know what type of foot landing do you have? Well, the easiest way is to have somebody look at you and tell you as they monitor as you run by them. My suggestion, however, is to set up a video camera and run by it and then play it back slowly so that you can see it for yourself what's going on. My video here at a different angle, but what you can see in this freeze frame is that my foot lands pretty much flat in the midfoot. However, in the second frame, you can see where I froze it. You can see my right leg. Actually, my foot lands sort of on the heel. So I have some work to do. My suggestion is that you look at your stride and your form at least twice a year, or if you change your shoes, you have a new injury creeping up on you, or you just got done from recovering from an injury. Checking our form frequently, we can prevent injuries and again, get all the benefits that we talked about earlier. So you find out that you have a improper foot landing. How do we fix it? What I suggest is that you do like 5 strides, about 20 seconds long, and deliberately and slowly try to land your feet the proper way. If your foot hits the ground on your heel, we want to start focusing on trying slowly and deliberately landing on the mid of our foot. And again, if you are a midfoot runner, we want to slowly get it so that we lift up our heels just slightly. And you'll keep doing that until you find that you are naturally running the way that you want to be. And we'll slowly incorporate that into our actual run and I would start with our smaller ones, then move to our bigger runs. In Joe Friel's book, The Triathlete's Training Bible, he goes into it in very great detail on other things you can do, like jump roping, hopping, and skipping, and doing strides. I highly recommend this book, not only for triathletes, but for endurance athletes, because there is a ton of information that applies to all sports in regards to endurance. And you can find that book in the link below. If you're part of the beginners program, feel free to send me a video of your running, and I can also take a look at it and see what we can do to help you correct your form. Now let's talk about our hands in regards to running form. When we're running, we want to hold our hands loosely, not clenched. If we're clenching our hands, then that probably means that some of our other parts of our body are tight, which means we're not running as efficiently as we can, which means we're wasting energy. What my high school cross-country coach used to tell us is to run as if we were holding potato chips in our hands and we did not want to break them. So if you find that you continually hold your hands clenched, my suggestion is to get some potato chips, hold them in your hand, and not crush them while you're running. I'm kidding, but I'm not. To help you, I'll be checking in during our runs to see if you're holding your fists clenched or not. That's it. The two aspects of our running form that I want us to focus on right now. We don't want to focus on too many things. It will get too complicated. In the future, we'll be working on other aspects of proper running. But right now, let's just focus on those two. I hope you enjoy your rest day, and I'm looking forward tomorrow or run for the first time. I'll see you then.